Good morning. Before we officially start the show, we have a special guest in our neighborhood, and he'd just like to say good morning.
Let's make this day a beautiful day. Hello, friends. My name is Fred Rogers. I was born on March 20th, 1928 in Pennsylvania. I went to Rollins College right here in Winter Park. I got a degree in music. Later on, back to school to become a minister. I met my wife at Rollins College, and I have 2 sons. I am best known for my TV show, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, that I hosted for 33 years. On that show, I played the piano, sang, used puppets to teach children many important things such as school, friendship, and death. I died on February 20th, 2003. Now will you be my neighbor? Good morning, and welcome to our 2nd grade Famous Person Speeches. Today, you will learn about many different famous people who have made a big impact in our world. We will start off hearing from our religious figures.
Hello, my name is Carlo Acutis. I was born on May 3rd, 1991 in Italy with my family. I went to school, loved soccer, video games, and my friends. I went to Mass and prayed the rosary as often as I could. I was an expert at computers and designed a website best known for documenting Eucharistic miracles. I wanted to use my gifts to help bring others closer to Christ. I believe the more I receive the Eucharist, the more I become like Jesus. In 2006, I died from leukemia and I was just 15 years old. In 2020, I was declared blessed by Pope Francis. I truly believe we are all called to sainthood, and I am an example of how you can live for Jesus in this modern world. Thank you.
My name is Elizabeth. My husband Zacharias is a priest in the temple. One day, Zacharias was visited by Gabriel the archangel. Gabriel told Zacharias that I was going to have a baby named John. 6 months later, Gabriel visited my cousin Mary and told her that she was going to have a baby too. Mary came to visit me, and when I heard her voice, my baby leaped in my belly. 3 months later, John was born. He grew up to be a great preacher, baptized people, preparing everyone for the arrival of our Savior.
Hi, my name is Jesus of Nazareth. I was born in Bethlehem of Judea on December 25th, more than 2,000 years ago. I loved all of you with eternity, and I came here to save you from sin and eternal death. When I was a child, I really liked helping St. Joseph in the carpentry, and weaving my toys out of wood. When I was 3 years old, I started my mission. I looked for 12 disciples to help share my teachings all over the world. Sadly, many people don't listen to me, don't love me, and I was crucified. But I rose from the dead, I'm alive, and I'm waiting for all of you with my arms open in heaven.
My name is Mary, the mother of Jesus. I lived in Nazareth and was going to marry Joseph. I conceived the baby Jesus miraculously through the Holy Spirit. I gave birth to Jesus in a stable in Bethlehem. I am one of the most famous women in Christianity, also known as the Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of God and Our Lady.
Hi, I'm Mary,
the mother of Jesus Christ. I was born in Nazareth in Galilee. My parents' names are Anne and Joachim. I am married to Joseph. An angel named Gabriel came to me and told me that I was going to have a baby and to name him Jesus. Jesus was born in a manger in Bethlehem. He is my son and the Savior of the world. I loved and cared for Jesus. I am known as the holiest and greatest saint. I never sinned because I had a special calling from God. People pray the Hail Mary and the Rosary to honor me.
Now you will hear from our famous athletes. Hi, my name is Tim Tebow. I was born on August 14th, 1987 in the Philippines. My siblings and I were homeschooled by my parents. They taught us how to love and serve God. I was diagnosed with dyslexia when I was 7. I was a star quarterback for the University of Florida. I helped Gators win 2 national championships, and I won the Heisman Trophy. In 2010, I started the Team Tebow Foundation. That foundation is to bring faith, hope, and love to those who need a brighter day. I strongly believe with God all things are possible.
Hi, my name is Tom Brady. I was born August 1977. As a young child, I attempted 49 games to watch my idol, Joe Montana. I played football at the University of Michigan. In 2000, I was drafted to the New England Patriots. In 2020, I signed for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I won 7 Super Bowls and was named MVP 5 times. Also in 2022, I officially retired for football. I also own a charity, the Change the World Foundation Trust, and I had donated millions to many, including Feeding America.
Who dat? Oh, you mean who am I? I'm Drew Brees. You might know me for the person who won the New Orleans Saints their first Super Bowl in 2009. I was born in Texas in 1979. I grew up playing baseball. It was not until high school when I started to play football. I played college football for Purdue. I played in the NFL for 20 seasons, mostly for the New Orleans Saints. I hold several NFL records and was titled one of the greatest QBs of all time. The 4 priorities in my life are faith, family, football, and philanthropy. I now run the Breeze Dream Foundation, which has donated $35 million to charity, and also I just donated $1 million to Kids Join the Fight. My wife Brittany and I have 3 boys and 1 girl. Fun fact, the same doctor that delivered my kids also delivered my buddy Walter Ecker. Who dat? Go Saints.
Hi everyone, my name is Leo Messi. I was born June 24th, 1987. When I was a boy, my grandma would take me to soccer matches with my team, North Boys of Argentina. Ever since my grandmother died, I dedicated my goals to her by pointing to the sky. When I was 9, the doctor discovered that my body didn't make enough growth hormones and that I needed expensive special treatment. I started playing for FC Barcelona from Spain when I was 13 after they agreed to pay for my special treatment. In my incredible career, I won a record 8 Ballon d'Ors, 4 Champions League titles, and scored over 800 goals. My proudest moment was lifting the World Cup with Argentina in 2022. Today, I live in Miami with my wife, Antonella, and my 3 boys, Mateo, Thiago, and Ciro. I continue to inspire and support children throughout my foundation and work for UNICEF.
Hi, my name is Kobe Brown. I was born on August 23rd, 1978 in Pennsylvania. I started playing basketball when I was 3 years old. I was the first guy to be drafted to straight out of high school to the NBA. I was only 17 years old. I'm a lifelong Catholic. My wife and I created the Kobe and Vanessa Bryant Family Foundation to improve lives of young children and families in Los Angeles. I always have a special place in my heart for young children.
Hi, I'm Patrick Mahomes, quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs. Growing up, I was born September 17th, 1995. Growing up, I played baseball and football. The Detroit Tigers wanted me on their baseball team, but I said no. I moved to Texas Tech where I won a lot of football games and realized it was my favorite sport. In 2017, the Kansas City Chiefs drafted me, and I've been playing football ever since. We even won 3 Super Bowls. I started the 15 and the Mahomes Foundation to help Kansas City. My favorite part of the foundation is that I get to help kids. We even started a reading program. I want all of them to make their dreams come true on and off the field.
Hello, my name is Jackie Robinson. I was born on January 31st, 1919. My family was the only black family on our street, and we were poor. My mom taught me to be kind and brave. I always loved sports. In college, I became the first UCLA student to ever play in 4 sports in 1 year. In 1946, I played my first game for the Brooklyn Dodgers farm team and became the first black person to ever play for a Major League Baseball team. Even though people were mean to me just because I was black, I never gave up. I helped unite the sport of baseball and the country. I am Jackie R. Robinson. I will always do what's right and lead by example. I hope you will too.
Hi, my name is Tim Tebow. My parents are missionaries, and I was born in the Philippines in 1987. I always loved playing sports, but football was my favorite. In college, I was the quarterback for the Florida Gators and won the national title twice. I also won the Heisman Trophy. I wrote John 3:16 on my eye black for my football games for inspiration. I have won many sports awards, but the charity the Tim Tebow Foundation means the most to me. My Christian-based foundation has helped many children all around the world. With God, all things are possible. Go Gators.
Hi, my name is Pat Tillman. I was born on November 6, 1976. I was drafted by the Arizona Cardinals to play safety. Even though people said I was too small to ever play football, after the attack September 11th, I decided to put my NFL career on hold and enlist in the Army to fight for my country, and I was awarded the Purple Heart and Silver Star.
Hi, my name is Marielle Margaret Ham, but most people know me as Mia. I was born on March 17, 1972 in Selma, Alabama. As a child, my dad was in the Air Force, so I moved around the world. When I lived in Italy, I learned to love soccer and played my first game at age 5. I was hooked. At 15, I made my soccer debut on the U.S. Women's National Team. I was the youngest player to ever join the team. I went on to play college soccer at UNC Chapel Hill and competed in 3 Olympic Games and 4 World Cups. Besides my accomplishments in soccer, I also started the Mia Hamm Foundation, which focuses on empowering women in sports. I am proud to be a role model for young female athletes and hope to continue inspiring others. So remember, true teammates aren't always the ones that win, but those with the most guts. Go get him.
Hi, my name is John Cena. I am 46 years old. I was born in West Newbury, Massachusetts. I'm an actor, a writer, and a professional wrestler in the WWE. I am Catholic, and my faith is very important to me. Growing up, I was teased and picked on by other kids. When I was 12 years old, I asked for a weight bench to get stronger and tougher. All my sports and hard work led me to be one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. I have also been in over 78 movies. I have the Guinness World Record of making a wish foundation. I have helped grant over 650 wishes to various kids. I have promised I will always be there whenever they have a fan that wants to meet me, and I have kept this promise over 20 years.
Hi,
My name is Tim Tebow. I was born on August 14th, 1987, in the Philippines. Growing up, my family always made their Christian beliefs a big part of life. That inspired me to put Bible verses on my eye black while I played for the University of Florida. At UF, I played quarterback and led my team to 2 national championships. Also, I was the first sophomore to ever win the Heisman Trophy, an award that goes to the nation's best college football player. Today, I am a broadcaster, best-selling author, motivational speaker, and I have my own foundation. The Tim Tebow Foundation helps bring faith, hope, and love to children and adults in need all around the world. I've always played with 100% heart on and off the field. Thank you, and God bless.
Now you will hear from our inventors and business people.
Hi, my name is Steve Jobs. I was born February 24th, 1955 in San Francisco, California. When my parents adopted me as a baby, they had no idea I was crazy enough to think I could change the world. My friend Steve and I created the Apple Computer Company. In 1976, we built the first 200 Apple computers in my parents' garage. In 1978, Apple went public, and I earned my first $1 million. Apple continued to grow, and today almost everyone carries an iPhone in their pockets. I died October 5th, 2011, but I still live on. I believe we are here to put a dent in this universe. Stay hungry, stay foolish.
Hi, my name is Zaha Hadid, and I'm an architect of several very influential buildings around the world. I was born in Baghdad, Iraq in 1950. As a young girl, I built a dollhouse, and this became an inspiration for me to become an architect. I began my studies at American University of Beirut in Lebanon, where I focused on math. In 1972, I went to London, England to study architecture, where I met a famous Dutch architect named Rem Koolhaas. After working with him, I created my own firm called Zaha Hadid Architecture. In 1983, I won my first prize for a design I made. In 2004, I was the first woman to win the Pritzker Architecture Prize for a design I made, including the Rosenthal Center, the Al Janoub Soccer Stadium, and the London Aquatic Center. How I've been called the Queen of Curves, I tried to remain a dedicated teacher throughout my life.
Hello, everybody. My name is Walt Disney. I was born on December 5th, 1901 in Chicago, Illinois. When I was a kid, I loved drawing so much. My family didn't have much money, so I needed to start working since I was 9 years old. I got super tired sometimes, but I kept drawing because I believed in my dreams. When I was young, I took art classes to get better at drawing. And guess what? I made cool characters like Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. I also made awesome movies like Snow White, Pinocchio, and Peter Pan. I even built super fun theme parks. I also have a company called the Walt Disney Company. This company helps people all around the world. We give food, toys, books, and other important stuff.
Hi, my name is Soka Christensen. I was born on April 7, 1891. I am a carpenter. I make wooden and rope toys and now are known in the world. Me and my son made a game with small bricks into people and towers. I die, but Legos still play today.
Hi, my name is Awata Elias Tesney. I was born on December 5th, 1901 in Chicago, Illinois. Growing up, I loved to tell stories and make people laugh. In my 20s, my brother Warren and I founded Disney Brothers Studios. It was our first drew Mickey Mouse. They say it all started with a mouse, and that is very true because those early TV shows were popular and gave me the chance to make more animated movies like Snow White and Peter Pan. I brought more happiness to the world like motion pictures, TV shows, or my personal favorite, Disneyland or Disney World. As one of my favorite rides say, it's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away. My wish for you is to keep dreaming. Now you will hear from the political and historical figures.
Hi, my name is Alexander Hamilton. I was born on a tiny British island in the Caribbean on January 11th, 1757. I was born very poor and my mom died when I was 11. I was very smart and I read a lot of books and learned as much as I could. I impressed some wealthy men with a letter I wrote, and they sent me to New York to study law. After I arrived, I became General Washington's aide and fought in the American Revolutionary War. After the war, I helped create the government with my bold ideas. I wanted to have a strong federal government and banking system. I was the first Secretary of the Treasury. Sadly, I died in a duel against Aaron Burr, very important in the founding of our nation.
Hello, my name is Queen Elizabeth I. I was born on September 7th, 1533. I was queen for one of the greatest times in England. My heirs to the golden age of England. The arts flourished, and there are very famous artists during my time, such as William Shakespeare. I was queen when a sailor traveled across the world on a ship for the first time. I also made the Church of England, and I kept the cross as a symbol of the church to unite the country. I died on March 24th, 1603.
My name is Abraham Lincoln. I was born on February 12, 1809 in Kentucky. I moved a lot as a child, so I wasn't able to go to school very much. I did lots of chores and gave all of my money to my family. I grew up to be a very strong and tall man. I became a lawyer and a congressman, and my nickname was Honest Abe. I was the 16th President of the United States of America. On 1863, I gave my famous Gettysburg Address. People remember me for the impact I had from freeing slaves and leading our country.
Close your eyes. Now, shake hands with the person next to you. Okay, stop. Open your eyes. Was that confusing? That's sort of what life was like for me, Helen Keller. I was born on June 27, 1880, in Tuscumbia, Alabama. When I was 19 months old, I got an illness. My doctors did not even know what I had. Unfortunately, it left me unable to see or hear, but I was determined to learn. My teacher, Annie Sullivan, would trace letters on my palm, and that's how I learned that things had names. Later, I learned to read Braille and speak by touching the person's lips and throat speaking. After I graduated from college, I wrote articles and books about my life. Although I died in 1968, I want you to remember this. If you want to achieve something, you first need to believe you can, and I believe you can too.
Hello, my name is Princess Diana. I was born in 1961. Growing up, I was a tomboy who loved stuffed animals. At 18, I became a teacher assistant, even though my dream was to be a ballerina. Charles now came to the United Kingdom, and I wed in 1981. We had 2 sons together, William and Harry. I raised the 2 princes as normal kids, dressed in my signature athletic style. In 1996, Charles and I divorced. My focus turned to my charity work, where I used my status to bring the world's attention to AIDS, cancer, and environmental awareness. Throughout my adult life, I was harassed by the media, which led to my death. At the young age of 36, I died from a car accident in Paris while being chased by the paparazzi. I will always be the people's princess.
Hi, I'm Ann Sullivan. I help people who are blind and deaf. I was born on April 14th, 1866, in Feeding Hills, Massachusetts. At the age of 5, I had an eye infection that left me nearly blind. Then I attended the Perkins School for the Blind in Boston, where I learned the manual alphabet, also known as sign language. In 1887, I was hired as a governess for Helen Keller, a young girl who was blind and deaf. I taught her various signs and words, enabling her to communicate with others, and that is what I did in my life. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nelson Mandela. I was born in South Africa in 1918. As a child, I loved to learn and spent many times outdoors with my friends. Growing up, I saw not everybody was treated fairly because of the color of their skin. As an adult, I became a lawyer and worked to change these unfair laws. I believed in equality for everyone. Unfortunately, I was arrested and spent many years in prison for my beliefs. But even behind bars, I continued to fight for justice. I became the country's first black president, and my dream of a free South Africa came true. I hope you remember to always stand up for what is right and treat everybody with kindness.
Hi, my name is George Washington. I was born in February. I was the first president of the United States. In the Revolutionary War, my code name was 7-Eleven. I used invisible ink to pass secrets. I do not wear a wig. I wear powder in my hair. I love dog and dog loves me. 2 things that are not true about me. I did not chop down a cherry tree, and my teeth are not made out of wood. It is true that I threw a silver dollar across the Potomac River.
Hi, I'm Cleopatra. I was born in 69 BCE in Alexandria, Egypt. As a child, I stayed at the palace instead of going to school, where my private tutors taught me 9 different languages. At 18 years old, I became Queen of Egypt with my brother. I fell in love with a man named Julius Caesar, a Roman general. We had a child together. After his death, I married Mark Antony, another Roman leader. We had 3 children. I died at 39 years old when I let a poisonous snake bite me. I remember today because I used my brain to unite Rome and Egypt.
Hi, my name is Abraham Lincoln. I was born in Kentucky on February 12, 1809. I was very poor as a child and grew up in a log cabin. I only went to school for 1 year but loved to read. I was president during our nation's great Civil War. After the war, I united the country and freed the slaves. We are better off today with malice toward none and charity for all.
Hi, my name is Isabella Católica. I was born on April 22nd, 1451. I was the first Queen of Spain. Pope Alexander VI gave me the title of the Catholic Queen. I funded Columbus's trip where he discovered the Americas. I was the first woman to ever be on a U.S. coin. I passed away 1504, shortly after stopping my duties as queen. My reign was not the longest, but it forever changed the world.
Hi, my name is Martin Luther King Jr. I was born on January 15th, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. When I was a little boy, I learned about the Bible by singing songs with my family. I especially loved reading the Bible with my grandmother. When I was 6, I saw how unfair segregation was for black people. When I was forced to go to school and separated away from my best friend because of the color of my skin, I was told I could no longer be with him. At 19, I became a minister and believed that I could change unfair laws by using love and peace. I led the Montgomery bus boycott, a peaceful protest that ended segregation on public buses. In 1963, I organized the March on Washington and gave my famous I Have a Dream speech, which helped make civil rights an important part for the fight for change. I became the youngest winner of the Nobel Peace Prize to lead peaceful protests against the racial prejudice in America.
Now you will hear from our scientists and explorers.
Hi, my name's Amelia Earhart. I was born in Kansas on July 24th, 1897. I loved adventuring and always wanted to be the first to try new things. When I was 7 years old, I built a roller coaster in my backyard with my sister. It was so much fun. I felt like I was flying. I knew then I wanted to fly one day. In the 1920s, I became a pilot. On June 1st, 1937, I started on the flight I am best known for. I wanted to fly around the world. I almost made it, but sadly my plane was lost over the Pacific Ocean. My plane and I have never been found.
Hello, my name is Jane Goodall. I was born on April 4, 1944 in London, England. I am known for being the first person to study chimpanzees in the wild. On my first birthday, my father gave me a cuddly toy chimpanzee named Jubilee. I'm known for being the first person to study chimpanzees. I knew I wanted to go to Africa and study animals. One day, a friend invited me to visit her family in Kenya. I worked as a waitress and saved money to go. In Africa, I met Dr. Louis Leakey. I walked into his office and said, I have no college degree, no training, and no experience, but I want that job. He gave me the job. I read everything I could about chimpanzees. My research discovered that they are very smart animals and a lot like us, different and need protection. I started the Jane Goodall Institute and the Roots and Shoots program to help protect animals in our planet.
Guten Tag. My name is Albert Einstein, and I am the most famous physicist of the 20th century. I was born on March 14, 1879, and I lived in Germany with my father, mother, and sister. As a child, I was curious about how my compass worked, and I loved learning about geometry. I had some trouble in school, but my friends and tutor taught me about math and philosophy, and I wrote my first scientific paper. When I was older, I liked to learn on my own instead of at school. In 1905, I wrote 4 papers in physics. In 1915, I had my big idea and formed the most famous science equation, E equals mc squared, which means energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. I was awarded the 1921 Nobel Prize in Physics. I died on April 18, 1955. Today, scientists and physicists are still winning Nobel Prizes using my work.
Hi, my name is Amelia Earhart. I was born July 24th, 1897 in Kansas. I loved airplanes ever since I was a little girl. When I grew up, I became the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. I learned to fly many different kinds of airplanes and set many records. I always believed girls could do anything that boys could do. In addition to flying, I published 2 books. Sadly, I disappeared over the Pacific Ocean during an attempt to be the first woman to fly fly around the whole world. Even though I am not here, my adventure spirit lives on.
Hi, my name's Neil Armstrong. I was born August 5th, 1930 in Ohio. Growing up on the farm, I always knew I wanted to fly. At 16, I got my pilot's license even before I got my driver's license. During Korean War, I flew 70 missions. After college, I joined NASA and became an astronaut. On July 20th, 1969, I was the first person to walk on the moon. With the world watching, I said, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." I passed away August 2012 at the age of 82. I know that every journey begins with the first step.
Hello, my name is Jane Goodall. I was born on April 3rd, 1934 in London. When I was a child, my father gave me this toy chimpanzee named Ghibli. I always had it with me, and I knew that I loved all animals, even earthworms. I also love nature and reading. After reading the story of Dr. Dolittle, my dream was to go to Africa to see the animals. When one of my school friends invited me to Kenya, I met Dr. Leakey. He was an ornithologist. He gave me a job to study chimpanzees in the forest. My dream came true. I learned a lot about chimpanzees by watching them up close in the forest. I gave them names, and they became like my friends. I learned that they can make tools, and we have a lot of things in common with them. In 1977, I formed the Jane Goodall Institute, and I still help the chimpanzees in Africa. I'm still working very hard to protect and support the environment every day.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Emily Roebling. I was born on September 23rd, 1843 in New York. As a child, I loved math and science. I married my husband. He was also a civil engineer. And together we love to study bridges. My husband was the head engineer of the Brooklyn Bridge, but got sick and could not finish the project. So I took over the job and became the first woman field engineer. It took 14 years, but I was able to finish all the planning and building of the Brooklyn Bridge. It was the longest suspension bridge in the world and still an icon of New York City. Not many people know about my contribution, but now you do. Thank you. That is my story.
Hi, my name is Amelia Earhart. I was born in 1897. I have always been a tomboy and love adventures. I hate playing with dolls or doing anything girly. At the age of 10, I first discovered airplanes. Airplanes became my passion, and I wanted to become a female pilot. I am most well known for being the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. My passion for flying has also led me to want to help other female pilots. I have set lots of world records throughout my life, but I'm most proud of paving the way for women to soar to new heights.
Hi, my name is Sacagawea. I was born sometime in 1789. I was born in what is now called Idaho. When I was 12, I was captured and given to a French-Canadian man and became his wife. Then we met Lewis and Clark. Lewis and Clark needed to explore the new land of the Louisiana Purchase and find a safe path all the way to the Pacific Ocean. I spoke Shoshone and my husband spoke Hidatsa. We were able to help Lewis and Clark translate with all the other Native Americans we came across
on our exploration. I helped them translate, and I also knew the land was safe to eat and the right paths to travel. At this time, women were not looked at as equal to men. I quickly proved to Lewis and Clark and everyone else that I was the most important person on the expedition. After a year and a half travel, we made it to the Pacific Ocean. For the first time in my life, I saw the ocean.
Hi, my name is Neil Armstrong. I was born and raised in Wapakoneta, Ohio on August 5th, 1930. My love for flying began with my dad, and I earned a student flight certificate on my 16th birthday before I had a driver's license. I spent time in the U.S. Navy and joined NASA in 1962 and became the first civilian astronaut to fly in space. On July 20th, 1969, Buzz Aldrin and I became the first people to fly in space. When I first stepped onto the moon, I famously said, "That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind." I became a professor at Cincinnati, Ohio, and there's even a Neil Armstrong Outstanding Achievement Award given to great astronauts in my honor.
Hi, my name is Jane Goodall. I was born in London, England on April 3rd, 1934. I developed my passion for animals after receiving my first stuffed chimpanzee at the age of 1 year old. I studied chimpanzees for over 6 decades and was the first researcher to give names to chimpanzees. We studied instead of naming them as a number. My proven theory was that people will relate to primates as individuals with unique personalities rather than subjects in a scientific study. I'm also the first to incorporate objects and experiments with chimpanzees. I do not have a college education. Instead, I learned on the job while studying chimpanzees in Tanzania under the famous anthropologist Louis Leakey. I've earned many awards, and as a messenger of peace, I've represented the United Nations in promoting environmental awareness since 2002. I created the Global Roots and Shoots Foundation, which to date has supported tens of thousands of young people, animals, and the environment in about 100 countries.
Now you will hear from our musicians, artists, and actors.
Hi, I'm Elvis Presley. When I was probably the same age as you guys, I was poor and did not have that much money. But I had one thing, music. Music was my life. I sang in the choir a lot. I was born on January 8th, 1935 in East Tupelo, Mississippi. And in my adult life, I had all of it. A car, a good lady, and best of all, my own guitar. It had my face in it. Well, that's it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Howdy, y'all. My name is Dolly Parton. Don't you just love my coat in many colors? My mom made for me and make me feel so special. I was born on January 19, 1946, in a small cabin in the Great Smoky Mountains of East Tennessee. My family was very poor, but we are rich in faith, love, and music. I sang at the radio at 10, sang at the country's biggest stage at the Grand Ole Opry, starred movies and written thousands of songs like I'll Always Love You. Some of my other big achievements are the Imagination Library that gives out millions of books to people in
in Dollywood that gives thousands of jobs to people in East Tennessee, where I'm from. I sing stories about everyday people, and I want children to shine bright, work hard, and dream big.
Hi, my name is Lee. I'm born on November 27, 1940 in California, but I moved to Hong Kong right after I'm born. I'm Chinese and made movies in China and the United States. In my childhood, I learned to do karate and won many championships. And I also wanted to be in a movie, take one. When I was 19, I moved to Washington and went to college. I wanted to teach karate and be an actor. My two talents were so different, but ending up doing both and becoming famous. Two talents, and I'm famous for bringing Chinese culture to America and making martial arts popular around the world.
Hi, I'm Taylor Allison Swift. I was born on December 13th, 1989 in Reading, Pennsylvania. I spent my childhood growing up on my family's Christmas tree farm with my parents Andrew and Scott and my younger brother Austin. My grandmother was a professional opera singer, which inspired me to sing at a young age. I started singing at local concerts in fairs at 10, and by 11, I sang the Star Spangled Banner at a 76ers game. When I was 14, my family and I moved to Nashville, where I signed my first record deal. And in 2006, my album sold 2.6 million copies. And in 2010, when I was 20, I became the youngest singer to win an album for the year. When I'm not on tour, I love writing new music and spending time with my family. I love playing guitar. My favorite shoes are cowboy boots, and my lucky number is 13. From the start, my parents knew I was trouble, and there was nobody that could shake off my love for music.
How y'all doing? I'm Dolly Parton, if you recognize. Hope you poured yourself a cup of ambition. I was born in 1946 in Sevierville, Tennessee. Growing up poor with 11 siblings sure made me creative. I made up songs before I could write and sing to anyone that would listen. I went to Nashville determined to be a star. At 23, I joined the cast of the Grand Ole Opry. I've written around 3,000 songs, won 10 Grammys, and sold over millions of albums. I am most proud of Dollywood, my theme park in Tennessee, and my charity, the Imagination Library. I want to give people a place to dream and get kids excited about reading with free books. All of you have a big light that shines in your heart.
My name is Connie Chung. I was born on 1946 in Washington, D.C. I'm Chinese and was one of the first one reports on national TV. My childhood was not easy. I lost my entire family in the war. I went to college to study journalism. I worked on TV shows, but my most favorite was a show called Saturday Night with Connie Chung, which the world could watch. During my career, I always looked for the truth in news. I helped women everywhere involved in journalism. I inspired people that are Chinese like me to be on the news and to be famous.
Hi, my name is Vincent Mega. I was born on March 30th, 1853 in the Netherlands. My father was a minister and I had 5 siblings. I was quiet but loved nature. As I grew up, I wanted to help people, so I became a missionary. Before I died at 37, I created more than 900 paintings. I only only sold one painting in my life. I actually thought that every painting I made was a failure. After I died, I became one of the most famous artists in the world. My most famous painting is Starry Night. I painted with feeling and with color. I painted so quickly because I wanted to paint what was in my mind and while it was in my mind. My mission was to touch and comfort people through my art. I inspired others to be active in art.
Hi, my name is Ann Wilson, and I'm a Christian singer. I was born on February 21st, 2002. When I was a young girl, I learned how to play the piano, but really I wanted to be an astronaut. When I was 15, my brother died in a car accident. I sang at his funeral. Through this heartache, I turned closer to God. I recorded a song for friends and family and was discovered by a record label at 17. I now sing to praise God around the country. My most popular song is My Jesus. My goal is to be a role model for young girls while using my fame to help people in other countries. Let me tell you about my Jesus.
Hi, I'm Jim Henson, and I created the Muppets. I was born September 24, 1936, in Greenville, Mississippi. I went to college at the University of Maryland and started a puppet show called Sam and Friends. That is when I created Kermit the Frog. I made him out of old coats and pinball balls. In 1969, I joined Sesame Street and created more puppet characters such as Oscar the Grouch, Cookie Monster, and Bert and Ernie. In 1969, I joined Sesame Street and created more puppet characters such as Oscar the Grouch, Cookie Monster, and Bert and Ernie. I was passionate about education, the environment, world peace, and the arts. The puppets I created helped teach children about my passions. I died on May 16, 1990. Whenever you see Kermit the Frog or Big Bird or Grover Gonzo, you can think of me, Jim Henson.
Hello, neighbor. My name is Freddie Rogers. I was born on March 20th, 1928 in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. When I was a little boy, I was shy and I had trouble making friends. The piano helped me express my feelings. During my last year at Rollins College studying music, my parents bought a TV. I realized TV could teach and entertain kids. In 1968, I created the show Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. It taught kids the importance of expressing your feelings and accepting others. I'll leave you with this message from my grandfather. He made this day a special day just by being you. There's no person in the whole world like you, and I like you just the way you are.
Hi, my name is Leonardo da Vinci. I was born in the town of Vinci in Italy over 600 years ago. Curiosity was my teacher. I wanted to learn about everything. My jobs were a scientist, an engineer, an actor, and a musician. My designs led me to the invention of the helicopter, the tank, the submarine, and scuba gear. My most famous painting was the Mona Lisa. It took me over 16 years to complete, and I carried it with me everywhere I went until I died.
Thank you for coming to Famous Persons Day. We hope you enjoyed traveling through history and learning about our many famous people. Each class will be taking pictures after the show. Thank you.
If second grade could go ahead and have a seat back in their seats. Second